And I tell you on this channel, we're gonna get socially active on this. We're just gonna bridge politics into the culture, because this is his culture. This is MOC. I got a monopoly on it, and the reason why I'm bridging it, and the reason why I've been taking my time understanding everything, I got a great understanding of it, because everything I've been saying for the last 3 years, well, shit, the last 6, 7 years, and 8 years in politics is true. So now I want to deep dive into this idiot. This guy's an idiot, man. This guy, Charlemagne, this guy's an idiot. Oh, I'm finna make a name for myself. Y'all know that mean going Instagram? Ooh, I'm finna make a name for myself. I'm finna make a name for myself, Charlemagne, on your stupid ass. DJ, drop that track. DJ, I said drop the track. Oh, I don't have people working for me. I gotta do it myself. Let's go.
The United States of America.
Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is our channel. We own this.
Did not take too kindly to some things I had to say. Now I'm gonna play you a couple.
This is Charlemagne talking about him and the president over the weekend.
What do I think?
He was on his fiance. He was on his daughter-in-law's show on Fox News.
You know, simply because, you know, the least of us are still being impacted the worst. Like when you look at something like, you know, the big beautiful bill, that's something that, you know, I'm going to benefit from because of the tax bracket that I'm in. But, you know, there's going to be so many people that's hurt by that bill. And, you know, anything that, you know, takes away Medicaid from people and will put people in a worse financial situation than, you know, they were previously in.
This nigga went to NBSC, ABC, EFG, ABC, CNN News to get this dumbass information. He said, I'm going to benefit from the big beautiful bill. Not people. Nigga, you are stupid. You are stupid. You can't read, obviously. Obviously, you can't read because you didn't read the bill. You just can't. He's getting talking points from CNN and NBC. Nigga, nobody is getting off Medicaid that need Medicaid. Nigga say over what? How many 16, 15 million Americans they said? That's sitting at home right now at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock noon, 1 o'clock, not doing a damn thing, but sitting on a funky ass trying to get a check from a nigga like me that pays taxes. Viewers, let me explain to you how this shit work if you don't know. The government don't make any money. What they do is they tax us. I mean, all of us. They talking about they tax all of us, right? You got people that sit at home that's aided by the citizens that can get up and work. They choose not to. They choose to go get food stamps. They choose to go get Medicaid. They choose to go get these things that they can really work. The people that really need it. Our country can be so great. First of all, our country is so great. Niggas want so fat and obese, right? That's one thing. You just have a healthy lifestyle. Being like, number one, you won't need Medicaid if you was actually eating healthy. You won't need that much medical care. You go to the doctor once a year. You can't pay $100, $200 visit or go to get help. You couldn't do that for once a year to check on your life, your health, without the government, which is another sad to me. But it goes, people on food stamps usually fat, kids obese, a lot of sugar, sugary stuff. That's why they want to take out the sugar from the food stamps and just get healthy food that you can get. Most countries that got great health and have free health care, they got free health care because they're not obese and fat like America, so they don't have to spend so much excess amount of dollars. But anyway, the whole point was this. Charlemagne the God, the big beautiful bill give tax cuts to everybody. So much and so they kept the 2017 tax cut. You know, the guy you voted for, say you wanted to vote for Kamala and Joe Biden, they kept the same tax cut. Trump now made it permanently. They extended it. I don't know if they made it permanent. They extended it. These tax cuts. It's the same tax cuts been going on for the last 8 years. It's been 2 presidents. Trump won the president for the last 8 years, you dumbass. So obviously somebody like it. The tariffs on China. Joe Biden kept the tariffs on China. You dumbass. Yeah. So people on Medicaid, the elderly people, the people that cannot work, the people that it require you work 20 hours or go to the library and go to the library. What's that shit called? And volunteer. You can volunteer at your local school, your local park, somewhere. Just 20 hours of that, and you're going to get your food stamp. But sitting at home watching Charlemagne the God, watching you, the Breakfast Club, the idiots, and CNN, you're not going to get no food stamps. If you're just healthy as fuck, it's for the people that have kids, that can't, single mothers, it should be for single mothers that can't work, that have 3 or 4 kids, that cannot work, and people that can't, disabled people. That people is never going to get affected. It's 350 million people in the country. They said, as for the 15, 16, going to lose it. Nigga, that's them damn illegal immigrants and the motherfucking niggas that want to watch your TV show and don't want to work. That's why, nigga.
I'm not for it. I mean, where is the lie? Trump's big beautiful bill is gonna make the rich richer and the poor poorer.
I just told you the lie.
Safety net programs,
no, I don't.
The food stamps, the housing.
Cut. He couldn't. I just explained that, but this nigga dumb.
Assistance. Millions of people will lose health care. Groceries will still be through the roof. Rent support will be through the roof. There's no relief for people who are already hurting. Okay, I know I'm not supposed to care because this bill helps the rich. All right.
The bill doesn't help the rich. The bill doesn't help the rich. The bill helps everybody, nigga. The bill get tax cuts to everybody. Talk about tax on tips. Talk about no tax on overtime. No tax on tip. No tax on overtime. No tax on Social Security. Talk about the cuts that. Well, poor people don't even pay taxes. Poor people don't pay taxes, you dummy. They get a fucking big fat refund check, and nigga like me have to pay taxes at the end of the year. You are idiot. What happened? What this stupid, what this low IQ, like Trump said, dude, don't understand is this. This what you don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. When the rich get tax cuts, people that employ people, it's called forgot the name of it, but it's called it's where you give corporations, people that employ people, tax cuts in good faith so they can help the economy go give people better wages. If they get tax cuts, they're going to give their employees better wages, more hours, better benefits, more bonuses. I trust the corporations and I trust the government. Republican and conservative, all is getting government the F out the way. That's why it's called cuts. You cut the shit that people don't need. Man, this guy's an idiot.
The bill has all these corporate loopholes in capital gain, breaks that benefit the 1%. But I know how I was raised. Okay, on a dirt road in North Corner, South Carolina, dropping the clues bombs from North Corner. All right? I'm gonna always have imposter syndrome when it comes to finances. My mind is always on the have-nots, and this big beautiful bill hurts the have-nots. Okay, like I said,
no, it doesn't.
Get richer while the poor.
The have-nots, but think about this guy. He says dumb, and I'm gonna break this down to y'all. The have-nots is always gonna be have-nots, but people are gonna make money. Consuming, it's about consumers. Consumers need to spend money. So the people that work, they consume, they still buy. They go out, they go to your local grocery store, whatever they go buy. That's the reason why I'll take you back in history. Slavery. That's why slavery didn't work. But the Democrats on your side want to keep slavery. You want to keep the legal immigrants here, working at the hotels, working in the cotton fields, the fruit fields, and doing all this, getting paid low wages. Who they gonna support? So now the government gotta. I think 10 million of people that's cutting off Medicaid is gonna be illegal. They shouldn't have it in the first place. Shouldn't be here. But besides that, they're getting the food stamps and they're working these under the table jobs and making low wages jobs. They're gonna need the benefit because they can't survive here in America with the little money they making. Support your Starbucks, your blueberry ice cream. These people, about white liberals and all these people. Don't they tie the party of slavery back when they wanted to abolish slavery in the North, but the South wanted to keep it? You from South Carolina? You from the South? So you know slavery ingrained into your head. You use a white liberal dream to feed the people, feed your own people. Pausing. Malcolm X said it best. If you don't believe me, believe Malcolm X. The white liberal controls these celebrities and black people to push propaganda through the narrative to keep black people down. You're hurting your people. You don't even know because you're an idiot. You're an idiot, brother. You're an idiot. People giving rich people tax breaks, like everybody getting tax breaks, is going to help the working class people because you give them better wages. You pay them better bonuses and stuff like that and benefits. Instead of the government, if you rely on, you sound dumb. You sound if you rely on the government to give you stuff, how you gonna ever get rich? Nobody never got rich off free shit. You can barely get shit with the government. Like, what are you dumb? You think it's dumb. So the government is never gonna make anybody rich, right? So why not work and go get it if you able to do it? That's what the beautiful bill lays out perfectly, and they give tax cuts to everybody. And so far now the government is making money. Now the terrorists is bringing in billions of dollars a month. So now you actually get a surplus. That's why it's 3% GDP growth on the last 6 months. But he ain't gonna talk about that.
More for less. Okay.
No, so They're working for more for less right now because with this Joe Biden economy and you having all these people that's over here that's working and taking jobs away from people, right? That shouldn't have these jobs and they're not even making a good wage and they need the benefits of the government. That's exactly what's going on. And the party of slavery wanted to keep slavery, but the Industrial Revolution said it's better to pay these people good wages, get them out of slavery, make them buy stuff. Because the Industrial Revolution is going to bring everything. It's better for them to consume, be a consumer, than just be a slave and just live in a slave master house and depend on a slave master. Ain't that what's going on right now? The Democrats, same party. Parties didn't switch. It's kind of stupid, so they saying. It's the same party. They want people to rely on the government. So you want to rely on your slave owner. That's what they saying. Work these small, low-level jobs and get benefits from the government. That's the same thing what happened in slavery. Republicans on the end say, nah, free everybody. Everybody work in a free market, make them consumers, and the more people spend money, the more the money flows, and that's how economy grows. You dickhead, but he's stupid. He's stupid.
They'll have to work more for less support because they have work requirements for aid that make it harder for the poor to qualify for help. I know I'm not supposed to care because I'll benefit from the income taxes, but you got everyday items like gas and groceries, electricity. They'll be more expensive for everybody else.
No.
So Americans making low incomes will have to pay a bigger share of their income to make ends meet. And
No,
President
nigga.
Trump, must I remind you that you said you won the election because of one word, groceries. Do we have that?
We already talked about that. Let's not say that. Let's get some other.
Traditional conservatives are going to take the Republican Party back. I think there's a political coup going on right now.
It's a political coup
legislation is paying attention to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think that this Epstein thing is going to be a way for traditional conservatives to take their party back.
Okay, you idiot. That's him talking to.
I think that they know this is the issue that has gotten the base riled up.
No, it did.
The MAGA base isn't letting this issue go, and for the first time,
they
know they can, probably take their party back and not piss off the MAGA base. I think they're going to do that. Just a conspiracy theory I have. MAGA, y'all like a good conspiracy, all right? I mean,
he's not dealing in facts, so nobody give a fuck about the Epstein, but conspiracy theories, that shit make billions of dollars. That shit is stupid. Nigga be saying, hey, Tupac was killed by the FBI and all this dumb shit for 25, 30 years, killed by Suge Knight, killed by Diddy, all this shit. The same time, you got a gangster thug named Orlando Brown from a bad neighborhood who actually killed people, who Tupac thought he was big and tough and beat him up, jumped him with his crew, and it so happened that the killer came back and killed him. And that's been the truth the whole damn time, but they've been running with dumbass conspiracy theories. So shut the F up forever, Charlemagne. And besides, the Republicans never gonna win a fucking election if you're trying to take back the party. These niggas is dead without Trump. Because guess what, Charlemagne? People like you, popular in the media, has a chokehold on these dumbass people that vote. In the Democratic Party, y'all for the elites of the Democratic Party, they're not gonna win an election with Trump. Somebody powerful as Trump. Nigga, they need Trump. They want to win an election without Trump. They want to. Democrats want to run this fucking country for the last 20 years going for Trump. So shut your stupid ass up with that dumbass running a coup. You conspiracy dumbass.
On J.D. Vance allegedly visiting Rupert Murdoch and
shut your stupid ass up. Let's move on to his other point.
Voted to remove him because he's in the Epstein files. I'm just saying, President Trump, why?
You say Epstein.
This opportunity to get it back because the MAGA base wouldn't be upset at all if they impeached Trump and voted to remove him because he's in the Epstein files. I'm just saying,
why are y'all so worried about the Epstein files? Like Trump said, you still talking about this sicko? Then when Joe Biden was the president, let me get this straight. If Trump was in Epstein files, doing some stuff that's sacrilegious, right? Don't you think Joe Biden, DOJ would have released it, or Joe Biden, federal court judge that he appointed would have released it? That has the files. They didn't try to kill this man, put him in jail, but all of a sudden now he's the president, released the Epstein files. Why don't we just don't believe in what they saying? Well, I don't know believe because they never tell the truth, right? They got people like that. Sometimes it's just right in your face. It's kids in that motherfucker, and then I do think it's powerful people that's in them files. I'm not saying that they did the R, they did some pedo stuff, Bill Clinton is in there because this man was a high money accounting guy that had a lot of people money offshore doing stuff like that, illegal shit. I believe. I don't think people in that, if Trump in it, I think it'll be the same thing. This guy's a big money profile accounting guy that shift money offshore and as a financial advisor. They were doing shady work with that. Talking about the sex stuff. You're an idiot if you believe that. Is there some celebrities that probably went there that we know of that was messing with that like little kids? Probably so, but you talking about the Bill Clinton or the Donald Trumps? No, nigga.
And the Trump, watch your back, okay? Between Elon Musk, Rupert Murdoch, and you need to watch your Speaker of the House.
Funny, Elon Musk just donated billions of dollars to Trump in June to a Trump PAC, but the media don't report that. They say, oh, they still fell off. Joe, and he's not gonna American party or whatever third party to combat Democrat or Republican. No. Joe, would he say that? No.
House Mike Johnson and your VP J.D. Vance too. I'm just saying. Okay, but anyway, Trump didn't like any of that, so he replied with a long ass post on Truth Social. Lauren, are you sober enough to read it?
I'm good.
Let's listen.
The very wonderful and talented Laura Trump.
Everything Trump said was true about this dumbass
nigga. Racist sleazebag.
He's a racist.
Why is he allowed to use the word God when describing himself? Can anyone imagine the uproar there would be if I used that nickname?
We'll study your lessons.
He's a low IQ individual, has no idea what words are coming out of his mouth, and knows nothing about me or what I've done. Like just ending 5 wars, including a 31-year bloodbath between Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, where 7 million people have died, and there was no end in sight. He did not know that.
Of course you don't know that. He's dumb.
He did not know that. Or India and
he talked to CNN.
Or wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, or closing the horrendous open
He's a
border,
Democrat
or
puppet
creating the greatest
that Michael X
where prices
and Louis the
inflation
Falcons tell us to
have come
watch.
way down, and where stupid and corrupt Joe Biden set the
That's
record
why.
for doing the worst job as president ever. But
Malcolm X told us to watch people like Al
Sharpton
Sharpton and Barack Obama, these type of guys. They are against your people so they can keep rich and keep the black people poor. They want to be the black elites and keep the other blacks below them.
That's it. He called me a sleazebag. I looked up the definition of sleazebag. Says it's a disgusting or despicable person. Depending on who you ask, that may apply to me. Okay, I personally prefer friendly neighborhood a-hole. Okay, he said I'm a low IQ individual. I don't know. I've never taken an IQ test.
You are.
He said I have no idea what words are coming out of my mouth.
You don't.
Absolutely true. Okay, I've been surprised.
You don't, man.
My whole life, like
you don't.
Actually said that. Now let's get to your claims. He said I don't know anything about him ending 5 wars. Mr.
You don't.
President, nobody knew that.
Why?
Because it's not.
Because they don't watch CNN.
There is zero evidence, nothing credible whatsoever that says President Trump played any role in ending the ongoing, keyword, ongoing conflict in the Eastern DRC.
Well, the African president wanted to give him a Nobel Peace Prize. That was in the White House, you dumbass. Remember that fine black African princess queen that was in the White House? He said Trump said she's beautiful. Y'all covered that. That's what they was talking about. You dumbass. Why do you? Cause people, I watched the comments on this YouTube thing. They just glazing the shot at Charlemagne, knowing that he's dead wrong. The fucking black president said he wanted to give him a Nobel Peace Prize, and he had a black queen, fine girl, was talking about it. Oh, this boy idiot. And y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna believe, not y'all, cause y'all pray.
Are in Rwanda. Okay, America has not broken any major.
Yes, they did, bro. Yes, they did.
And Rwanda during Trump's second term.
Yes, they did. You dumbass nigga. Fucking president, fucking reporter was there. You fool. In the White House.
Iran's nuclear capabilities, saying you wiped it out is an overstatement.
Look at this.
According to reports, no enrichment facility was destroyed, and Iran's nuclear.
What report? What report? What report? The Iran report, the CNN report? Secretary of Defense and one of the generals of the military said that shit is destroyed. Marco Rubio said it's destroyed. It'll take him many years, decades to get it back. What report you talking about? Them fake reports that came out a day, hours after that they didn't know shit. They could have been checked it enrichments. You idiot. You an idiot.
The threat is still very active, and some experts argue it's more dangerous now.
What experts, you idiot? Democrat, you idiot. This nigga
due to a lack of international oversight and the increased beef with Israel and the USA. Now, you also claim the borders were closed. Not closed, but you have tightened immigration policies and increased.
So ain't it closed? Ain't it closed?
Definitely made the border harder to cross. The saying is closed is false and ignores everyone coming over seeking legal asylum.
Now you're playing semantics. Now you're playing cemented. It's not officially closed, but have nobody crossed the fucking border illegally in months. In months. You dummy. Like the video, comment to this video. I'll see you on the next one. Share this, like it. Peace. This man say the border is not closed. It's pretty much damn near closed if nobody's coming in the country illegally under his administration. Boy, this boy dumb. Get his liberal dumbass off the airwaves. You have to.
Wait, I want border security. I just want you to keep your promise of deporting illegals and criminals. But since Homeland Security started to work to deport more people, okay, immigrants with legal status or no criminal history are being detained and deported too.
No, they're
That's
not.
not right. Okay, your family is always in.
Can we fact check? Who want to fact check him on the show? Why is a popular news show talking about politics and they saying the most idiotic stuff? Nobody has been deported with legal status to any. Nobody. No. Why he keeps saying this? Why he keep saying this? We're gonna let him get away with it. They're gonna let him get away with it. Look how foolish he's a fool. Like I'm saying, I'm done. Y'all check it, like the video, comment this video. We don't have to. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. Like lie. He lied. Everything on his mouth is a lie. A lie.
Yeah,
Who family you talking about?
All right, listen.
Who family?
My fellow
Thank you. Somebody fact check.
Listen, my fellow Americans, we are in a strange time right now. A time we have never seen because authoritarian strategy is being used against anyone who speaks out against this administration.
Not true.
We saw what happened Friday. President Trump orders, the
firing
of labor statistic chief after.
Good. When you keep lying up, when you keep fucking up at your job, you should get fired. Trump the only nigga that fire niggas. He the only president that I know. If I make a mistake at my job, you're gonna get fired. But Charlemagne don't make mistakes all the time, so he don't get fired because he's a penis. The lady that does the statistics on the jobs, federal got fired because she's bad. She lied about the numbers. She projected the number and didn't lie about it. She lied about when Joe Biden was in office. Giving people federal jobs is not good job. You boosting up that's why the economy is still bad. But under Trump, it's a 3% GDP when these niggas say there's gonna be a recession. They've been wrong by every little freaking thing.
Data shows unemployment rates are higher. I don't know if you know President Trump, but by firing this woman, you added to the unemployment rate. But that, along with his reaction,
you fire people that make mistakes.
Trump shows how
you fire people that make mistakes. She's making a mistake at the job. Any CEO that doesn't manage money right, that's why he's not a business guy neither. Anybody that messed up your business, you should be fired. She should have been fired a long time ago.
Authoritarians will attempt to bully people into pushing false narratives. President Trump, do you realize the best way to get the headlines you want is to simply do a good job?
Well, let's talk about the job he's done. The border is closed. Nobody's crossing illegal. That's a fact. 3% GDP growth. The government is now making money, billions of dollars off terror. Actually, the federal government doesn't make money, ladies and gentlemen, for y'all to know. They make money by terrorists now. So the federal government making money. The border is closed. Inflation is down by all reports. GDP grows over 3%. Gas prices is down. Electricity is down. You're just waiting on the wages to catch up to this new economy, this new bill, and new effect. So, why is this guy on TV again? Man, this guy's stupid. Like the video, come to this video. I'm out. I can't take no more. I can't take no more.